skip. Side out.
We're just underway here. Men's Open, round robin. Brandon Kramer serving. Short serve.
And almost.
It's going to be a setup for Brandon.
Ooh, left that up. He got punished for it. I think he tried to get fancy, assuming that Shannon was going to cross back over, and he just stayed home. Nice kill. About 3 inches high, real safe.
Still 0-0 in the first game.
No. Nothing to swing at there.
Nice pass by Shannon. 1-0.
That ball skipped.
He tried to do a lot with it.
He had Brandon up in the air. That's the best time to hit your pass. Somebody jumps.
It's got to hit the front wall.
Ooh.
Jammed him right on the wrist.
Yeah, that's a good choice when your opponent is that close up with you.
1-0, Shannon Kohl serving.
Wow, that was a rollout.
Crisp backhand off the racket of Brandon Kramer. He's coming in here, serving 0-1. Good sized crowd gathering around us here on Court 1 at Michigan Athletic Club.
Yeah, I agree. Biggest crowd of the day. Skip ball.
It's a point for Brandon, 1-1.
Short serve.
I bet you he'd like that shot back.
That thin shot down the line is hard to execute. That's the second one today, I think, that he missed earlier in the day. Same thing, he had that wide open zone in the backcourt, but hitting thin is hard to do.
Time is your enemy. It's a side out. Brandon's coming in serving 1-1.
Seems like this match has been going on for a long time, and it's 1-1.
I know.
Oh, miss hit.
You know, both players look very athletic. There's a lot of speed on the ball, a lot of pace, and a lot of good footwork. I think we're in for a good match.
I agree. Right out of the crack, he just plucked it.
That was an excellent shot by Brandon.
Yeah, Shannon's got to be mad about that. It's like I hit an excellent shot at that right into the crack and just flat roll it.
No chance for him to get up front and grab that. Short serve.
It's a good ceiling. Ooh, fooled him.
He did. He pulled the junk out of the holster and executed.
Well, we were discussing earlier that Shannon plays a lot of squash, and that's a very typical squash boasting shot to get the ball to dump in the front. Ooh.
Jammed him on the forehand Z. Little displeasure by Brandon, a little racket on the glass.
I think he was signaling he regrets that he didn't go backward and slam it into the back glass instead. It was too thin for him to swing at. Bad choice. Short serve. He had Brandon leaning the other way.
He sure did. Bet he wishes he could have that back.
Long, double fault.
And that's a side out here. Brandon coming in serving 2-1 in the first game.
Short serve. Ooh.
Side out. Brandon dove for it, but he couldn't put a racket on it.
Internet service just went down on us again. It's connected to the Wi-Fi right now. We're going to try again to get the stream to come online.
I didn't know we were live streaming. I thought we were recording.
We're both. Wow, that's a great pass.
Shannon's passes are getting by Brandon. He's gonna have to take a more defensive posture. I believe the score is 2-2.
There's a good shot. Yeah, talk about defensive. Either that or get more offensive. That was about 2 inches high, I guess. But he took that shot about 4 inches high and just hit a rail.
If Jen were here, she would say, "How do you know?"
Yeah, it's like, I was out there with the micrometer measuring, Jen.
I saw you calibrating it. Good patience on Brandon, waiting for that ball to come off the back wall.
Well,
wow,
that's
what
a great shot.
Great rally.
See Brandon breathing hard now. He had to work hard for that point.
Yeah, I think this is the toughest opponent he's faced so far.
Ooh, flat roll.
Shannon waited for it and he rolled it.
I think he played that about like knee high, maybe thigh high from his shot. And he could have waited longer, but it would have driven him out of the center court where he wanted to hit from. It's a good choice.
Left to open down the right-hand side. Shannon crushed it. Caught him leaning there.
That's a good serve.
I believe by my calculations, that's 3-2 Shannon.
Third serve.
Lob served deep. Brandon crushed it with an excellent backhand.
Yeah.
even
want to see if I can get the stream up again. Keeps going back down. I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's a great serve.
Serving three. Brandon Kramer serving here in game one. Round robin open action from Michigan Athletic Club.
Oh. I thought he'd hit Brandon for sure.
Ball's moving fast in there.
3-3. I have not read anybody's lips to tell whether or not we've got the score right.
That's another double fault for Shannon Kohl.
That's 2 in the match so far. And
it's not something you usually see in an open match.
Yeah, odd, very odd. And like I said before, if you play a lot of squash, the lob in a squash match is completely different than a racquetball because the ball's so much deader. You have to hit it a lot harder, and that might be messing with his touch a little bit for the lob serve.
I was going to say, I think they played that as a point. It's good safety hinder.
That should be a penalty.
You're right, it should be. He's going to the back of the court where he belongs.
Right. It's good sportsmanship.
Yeah, and a good call for our listeners. If you invoke a penalty hinder, you should call it on yourself.
Yeah, the way that Brandon moved on that, at first he tried to get out of the way, then he decided he couldn't make it and put his hand up. And anytime the defensive player signals, it should mean I'm giving you the point. Go ahead and stop. It's not about a replay. You don't ask for a replay when you're on the defense. You give up the point.
I'm happy to see it. It makes for a more gentlemanly game.
Yeah, he's going to get the point anyway. I mean, that's the bottom line. Get hit and get the point, or you can just give up the point.
Got Shannon coming in at 3-4.
That was a short.
Shannon converted the second serve that time. No double fault. 4-4.
Short serve.
Front wall, side well played. Side out. 4 serving 4. Did you catch his lips there? Brandon's lips? Looked like he might have said 5-4.
No. I was looking down at the monitor trying to see if I could turn the stream back online. The Wi-Fi service is just not robust enough.
Brandon having a little banter with the audience there on that last serve, validating that it was a short serve. There's no refs here, and that was
short.
That's a side out.
I can't fathom serving like that on a second serve. It's kind of crazy.
Takes a lot of confidence.
Short. Stream went down again. Skip.
Shannon's driving Brandon deep in the back, and the ball's just barely coming off the back wall. And that's the second one that Brandon skipped on the way in with the backhand. Second serve coming up.
Good shot.
Seeing the lob Nick serves like that reminds me of when the IRT was a single serve game.
Yeah, I really studied that lob Nick, watching them do it. Worked on that for a few hours till I could finally get her down.
We'll see what the players decide. I thought Shannon's ball skipped.
The crowd's all signaling skip. It's the crowd appeal.
No refs. The players got to figure it out themselves.
Short serve.
I do appreciate the multitasking complexity here because at this point I think I'm just guessing on the score.
Out of the crack. 2 bounce.
My card shows 5-4. Shannon Kohl up and serving.
I think that's what it is. Saw on his lips. 5-4.
Caught him leaning on the forehand Z. Very effective. 6-4.
Third serve. All right, so we just brought the string back online using T-Mobile hotspot technology. That's a good shot.
The billboards say their data is their strength, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's what we were doing earlier. I was using the facilities Wi-Fi available here at the club, at the Michigan Athletic Club here in Lansing. There's some limited Wi-Fi access. We broadcast an entire match without it going down. So then we publicized it on the website that it's available and ready.
That's good. We've had some good connectivity all morning.
But the minute the minute I put it online and we publicized, that's when it kept going down, 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 down. So then I switched to the hotspot and had to reboot the computer. It automatically reconnected to the Wi-Fi again. So I thought, oh, let's go ahead and try it, see if it will start working again. But apparently not.
Been plagued by technical issues each broadcast this year.
The recordings have been more or less flawless. I've had a couple of camera issues with this new mounts. These new high-strength mounts are not getting a good grip on the glass. So I'm going to reinforce those with additional support from what do they call those?
Roll of duct tape?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that does work. Yeah, no, I've got what are those? 3M. Wow. Command strips. We use command strips for the inside stuff.
There you go. It looks like it's going to be a timeout, Brandon.
Just the way it goes. It would be nice if there were some kind of an overhead scoreboard type technology that the crowd could see the score.
You know, that would be nice. I don't know if they do that at the big venues at the U.S. Open.
I don't think that they do, but it would be nice. I've given that some thought. Basically like a remote control of some sort. 11-6, or do you score a point there?
Yeah, that's 12-6
12-6.
with a splat shot that's well executed by Shannon. Forehand.
Oh, skip.
So Brandon's going to have to find a weakness if he wants to make a run for this game. Shannon looked real crisp. His hands and his racket were up, and he rolled out the backhand from the short line. (12-6) game one. Shannon Kohl, Brandon Kramer. Good rally, some good shots. Both players using the ceiling ball. It was rumored he was rusty.
All right, we're back recording local, John, I think.
Here we are in game 2, just for when Dave picks this up to edit it. It's game 2, Shannon Kohl versus Brandon Kramer. It's a 10-7, Shannon leading and serving.
We've only got one camera.
I think Brandon's very frustrated right now. He's missed a few shots in a row. Shannon's retrieving well. Not that one. Good pass by Brandon for a side out. 7, serving 11, game 2.
You know what I forgot to do as I was sitting here was flip cameras back and forth, because I never do that.
I'm in your
That's
chair.
never my job, yeah.
When Dave's on break. Yeah, I have no idea what it's like to sit in that chair.
Well, you might not have to worry about it if the other cam doesn't come back up. As soon as I see him, I'll tell him. He'll come over and mess with it a little bit.
I got my mind on another sandwich.
I think there's still some over there. I see some. Oh, and there's Dave, too.
I don't know how Shannon dug that ball off the back wall, but he did a great job returning it, but ended up losing the rally on the next play.
Dave, you lost the camera.
9-11. Looks like a setup for Brandon, and he went with the wide angle pass for a point. 10 serves 11.
It's the right one keeps going out.
I tried removing the shot. Oh, I didn't try that. I tried removing the shot and re-adding the shot.
You might want to tell him about the random reboot too.
I did, yeah. All right, so what's...
Or it did do the trick.
All right.
And that's going to be a replay on that last point. Shannon hit the ball into Brandon's
I know
back.
we are.
So we're going to replay.
Wait, how do you... Isn't this thing supposed to be switching cameras?
Yeah, it sure should be. Let's follow that connection all the way back. Some fancy handwork there. I show 11-11.
Oh, well.
Shouting back to the crowd here at Michigan Athletic Club. Some regulars in the audience.
Not a bad crowd, actually. Probably 10 people sitting back here, 11 people.
Another setup for Brandon. Diving return to the back wall, set up for Kohl. And they're going to replay that one. Shannon hindered Brandon.
Oh, and he got it too.
He did. So in that rally, I saw an excellent jump. I saw a diving smash into the back wall.
It rattled the cameras.
And
how long is this cord?
and a random bean
I
dip
can't
from
switch
Tom
cameras
Blakesley.
back and forth. Switcher's not working.
Well, it looks like they're coming out for the game. I'm trying. 1, 3, 2.
Oh, I didn't know there were
Random.
other programs.
Yeah,
Sorry.
So you'll have start those two up first, and that's why they're in order.
In true style, I'm
All right.
off a couple of points here
Do
when
you,
the players come out of the court. It's 13-11.
Sure, I'll do yours.
We're sitting here.
13-11 or 13-12?
This is the third time I've told her now.
Third time what?
Before you take off the headset, dial it down.
Because
Otherwise, there's all this artifact.
it was static feeding back in.
You got the duct tape out?
Yeah. Get my shoulder.
Athletic tape.
We're currently on a timeout. It's 13 serves 12. Brandon Kramer leading game 2. Shannon won the first one.
No, I didn't hear that. Is it wife top? Oh. Important part of it.
All right, we've got the score right this time. It's 13-12. Shannon leads Brandon. Game 2. Good get off the back wall. Shannon put that one down when Brandon left it up. This is a match point coming up. 14-12. Shannon for the match. Just out of reach of a stretching Shannon Kohl. It's going to give Brandon one more chance at it. 12 serves 14. He's thinking about it. Screen serve. That ball came out of the corner with an unpredictable angle, and despite his dive, Brandon was unable to return it. Puts Shannon Kohl back in the server's box for match point. If our other camera was working, you would have saw Brandon cleaning up the wet spot he created, the right-hand side of the back court. Great diving get on a drive serve. Another dive, and he missed it. So that's a match. 2 games to none. Shannon Kohl takes Brandon Kramer here in the men's open court win, camera court.